Latitudes. Since the equator is numbered 0 degree and the pole as 90 degree, the equator is considered as the starting point in determining the location of a place. North or south. The latitude of a place is the angular distance of that place north or south of the equator measured from the center of the earth. It is measured in degrees. Each degree is divided into 60 minutes and each minute is further divided into 60 seconds. Latitude of a place P is the angular distance of that place north of the equator measured from the center of the earth. The equator, being the starting point, is considered to be the 0 degree latitude. The angular distance of either of the poles from the equator is 90 degree. Therefore, the North Pole is marked as 90 degree north latitude, while the South Pole is marked as 90 degree south latitude. If we draw parallel circles at an interval of 1 degree, each hemisphere will have 90 parallels. So, how many parallels of latitude does the Earth have? All places in the northern hemisphere have north latitudes that are denoted by the letter N, while latitudes in the southern hemisphere are denoted by the letter S. Important latitudes. The equator divides the Earth into 2 equal halves called hemispheres. In each hemisphere, there are certain parallels which are considered important as they help us divide the Earth into different zones. These are as follows. The parallel of 23.5 degree N is called the Tropic of Cancer. The parallel of 23.5 degree S is called the Tropic of Capricorn. The parallel of 66.5 degree N is called the Arctic Circle. The parallel of 66.5 degree S is called the Antarctic Circle. The equator is the longest parallel. As we move away from the equator towards the poles, the lengths of the parallels decrease. At the poles, they are just points. Heat zones. You know that our Earth is round in shape, slightly flattened at the poles. Besides, the Earth is tilted on its axis. These are the factors causing sun rays to fall on the Earth with unequal intensity. The regions near the equator receive the direct rays of the sun. Since the Earth is round, the sun's rays become more and more slanting as we move away from the equator and go towards the poles. Direct rays give more heat than the slanting rays. Look at the figure showing the heat zones of the Earth. You will notice that the Earth can be divided into 3 zones on the basis of the amount of heat received from the sun. These zones are called heat zones. There are 3 heat zones of the Earth: torrid, temperate, and frigid. Torrid zone. Between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn lies the torrid zone, which is called tropical zone. This is the hottest zone on the Earth as it receives more or less direct rays of the sun all the year round. Amazon basin lies in the torrid zone. Temperate zones. There are 2 temperate zones on the Earth. The North Temperate Zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle, while the South Temperate Zone lies between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle. The temperate zones receive the slanting rays of the sun and thus are neither too hot nor too cold. India lies in the temperate zone. Frigid zones. There are 2 frigid zones, one in the north and the other in the south. North Frigid Zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, while the South Frigid Zone lies between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole. These 2 zones receive extremely slanting rays of the sun. Thus, these zones are the coldest. Antarctica lies in the frigid zone.